put the turret where it can actually shoot things. Like, maybe a little bit more like here.
Put up a turret. Deploy a turret.
I don't know what it will do, but maybe it'll actually be able to shoot over the range. There you go. That's a lot better. Okay.
That's the last one.
So you blow up your turret? What if we get attacked again? Unless we don't, then never mind.
We're seeing enemy forces inbound to you.
These fuckers aren't gonna stop. Sky Ranger, how fast can you clear the test site's blast radius?
Blast radius? Carter, what are you...
I'm gonna start the test sequence. It's the only way to keep them from following us. And get some payback.
Carter.
He's right, sir. Sky Range is built for speed, but it's no match for those outsider ships.
All right, do it.
Good. Let's give those bastards something to remember.
Gasp! They're using our weapons against us! We'll remember you for this, humans! You're so intelligent for being able to use a bomb and explosions! Ah!
Listen, we're not safe and we're sure as hell not done fighting. Do exactly what I say, and we'll get through this.
Yes, sir. We're with you, Agent Carter.
Good. All right. Here, put down another mine over in this area,
Put a mine there!
Mine out.
and then move back to. Wait, no, actually, you know what? Afterwards, throw a turret. Oh, okay. Well, I guess he does have to move. The good news is he doesn't actually have to go all the way to the location. He just has to be within range. So that's kind of cool. All right, then you can put a turret there where it won't be really obstructed by stuff, and you can just chill out where you are.
Yeah, heading there.
Oh boy. Oh boy. What the fuck? They got air units? Or like drones?
Sky Ranger to Carter. Agent Carter, respond.
This is
Yo!
Carter. Cutting it close, aren't you?
We're coming in. Get on board.
Okay, you don't want me to fight off every single one of these guys? Because I'd like to. Damn it! Fuck it! Get on the Sky Ranger! Ah! That actually wasn't that big of an explosion. I'm a little disappointed. Oh well. Overview. Area photography of the Groom Range facility indicates almost total destruction due to the combined effects of the surprise attack from unknown forces and the unscheduled detonation of classified prototype ordnance. Efforts to recover technology or personnel are not advised, as it is likely that the enemy opposition has remained on site. The survivors of this attack exfiltrated to an undisclosed location in order to evaluate counterattack options. Okay, squad status. I am still rank 1. That's awkward. So I guess I might not be able to keep Nils and Kinney because they are already level 5. I'm not sure. Let's see. Outside activity. We got a bunch of them. All right. Narrowly escaping the attack on Groom Range, Carter accompanies Director Faulke. I suck at reading.
In visual range now, sir. Preparing final approach. Control. This is Sky Ranger 1 requesting permission to land.
Copy, Sky Ranger. Permission granted. You are cleared for pad number 3.
Gonna take more than a hole in the ground to beat those things. Just admit it, you're impressed. So, what is the Bureau anyway?
Bureau of Operations and Command.
Never heard of it.
You were never meant to. This base wasn't meant to be operational for another year. We've called in every operative we had earmarked for the project, but, well, let's just say that we'll be a bit understaffed.
Director Faulke, sir. Welcome back.
These two are with me.
At least this location is secure.
And I
Ish.
intend for it to stay that way. I'll be giving a report to all staff at 0300. Report to the operations room at that time. I have a lot to prepare, Carter. Agent Weaver will show you around.
All right,
Down
Weaver.
here, Carter. Come on.
Okay.
When Ivan put Sputnik up, the brass got scared. This project became top priority. Off the books, of course.
That did it. Hold it there. Don't move it. All right, people. Show's over. Back to work.
Carter, this is Nico Da Silva, Senior Field Agent. Nico, you'll be sharing your workspace with Agent Carter.
Welcome to the most advanced facility on Earth.
Faulke wants him up and running ASAP. Time is of the essence. Straight from his mouth.
Gotcha. Well, come on. Our office is right over here.
I get my own office? Awesome.
That
Hey, I already got my thing on there,
one
too.
Tough broad. So, this is us. This is my desk here. Yours is over there. Get comfortable, Will. Things as they are. This is both your office and your quarters. Do you mind if I call you Will?
Yes, I do mind.
Well, I'm not calling you Agent Carter. I might be military, but I'm not that formal.
I prefer William.
Yeah, well, I prefer Nico, even if my mother insists on calling me Nicholas. There are some things that are just beyond our control.
I can see we'll be fast friends, you and I.
Glad to hear it. My supply of friends got cut a bit short lately.
That all, Da Silva?
For now, sure. You have any questions, just ask. And one more thing.
Yeah?
The old man, Director Faulke. He's a hard man to impress, but you managed it. Not what I expected after reading your file. Only pleasant surprise I've had all day.
You read my file? What?
How many people around here know my history?
We all know each other. Don't worry, you'll get to read up on us too. The old man thinks that the more attached we are to one another, the better we'll be in the field. The Bureau might be an adjustment for you. We work in teams here. Seems like you're more accustomed to operating alone.
Yeah, well, I'm also accustomed to the enemy being human. An attack like this, it's gonna mean a lot of adjustment for everybody. I'm a different man today than I was yesterday, you know?
Ain't that the truth?
Well, that's really philosophical. Okay, Willie.
Where were you this morning? Did you get caught in any of this?
No, I was out gathering intel on a weather anomaly way out in the boondocks. Something was interfering with television and radio signals, everything except the heavy-duty military gear. Since the attack, it's gone global.
They shut down our communication just before the attack. Keep us from coordinating. Smart.
Sure, but there's one way it helped us. Can you imagine the panic if the public found out about an alien attack?
Well, people are gonna find out about the alien attack pretty damn quickly. I mean, nuclear bombs exploding. Yeah, no, that doesn't stay secret for very long.
You seem like you know your way around this place.
I don't typically work out of this facility. Hell, no one really did until today. I'm with the NSA, but my post for the past few months has been with a small team that reports to Director Faulke.
Anomalies? What type?
Different types, but all, well, supernatural. Sounded silly to say it until a few hours ago. Mostly weather oddities, but also we've been recovering deposits of this Elerium stuff.
Who else is on this team?
It was supposed to be kept small until it was needed. Now, people who were pre-flagged for recruitment are coming in. Well, the ones that are still alive.
People were pre-selected? From where?
From the military, the clandestine service, DIA, even some civvies. No one knew that they were selected until they got the call. As of this morning, Faulke activated the project and sent that call out.
And before today?
For the last few years, it's just been a couple dozen specialists. But now, we got a lot of new squaddies to bring up to speed.
Oh, that sounds like fun. I need to be brought up to speed too.
I need to get myself oriented. Let's talk later.
Sure thing, Will. Good to have you on board.
All right,
Sounds
what kind
like
of
the
things are we?
director's about to start. Come on, let's get the good seats.
Hold up, I gotta read your profile. Nicholas Alexandre Da Silva, or Da Silva. Born 17th of August 1924, so that makes him 40-ish. In Baltimore, MD. God, I'm sorry. Mary, Baltimore, MD. What the hell is MD? I don't fucking know. To Catherine and Silvestre Da Silva. Okay. International law, incomplete, New York University. Marital status, divorced. His mother and father are dead. His ex-wife is divorced and living in Washington, D.C. His son is with the wife and his illegitimate daughter is also living in New York. Okay. Professional record. Joined the Washington, D.C. Metropolitan Police Department August 12, 1947, advanced to deputy sheriff with high accommodations for field work, and began to pursue a career with the FBI as a legal analyst. During a screening, the FBI discovered that De Silva had not completed his JD degree, having dropped out of college due to financial concerns and falsified his credentials. Deputy De Silva lost his job on December 24, 1951, which quickly led to the collapse of his marriage. However, the FBI was impressed by De Silva's record with the MPD as well as his interpersonal skills, and on February 14, 1952, they recruited him on a probationary basis for field work. He demonstrated exceptional skill in the field and received a small degree of fame for the heroic single-handed arrest of the bank robber K.D. Carpenter on February 4th, 1955. Despite this acclaim, Agent De Silva was repeatedly demoted back to probationary agent due to the various moral concerns about his activities when off-duty. In 1959, after an embarrassing arrest in New York City where he and a jazz singer assaulted an officer, the FBI decided to move him out of visible work. At Director Faulke's request, Agent Nico De Silva was reassigned to work with the Bureau as a covert agent. Cool. What about over here? Oh, my own profile. Okay, mother, father dead, my wife is dead. Dude, why did everyone die in 1959, except for the mom? Well, they died a little bit earlier. William joined the Army December 17, 1941, leaving college to enlist shortly after the attack on Pearl Harbor. He saw action in the Pacific Theater and earned the rank of Master Sergeant with commendations for his service in the Burma campaign. His service ended on October 25, 1945, after which he returned to college on the GI Bill. Shortly after graduating, the CIA recruited Carter in 1948 as a field operative. His quick thinking and bravery served him well, and he rose to the ranks, earning personal commendations from both Director Hoover and President Truman. Oh, wow, that's impressive. He excelled at deep cover assignments, serving for weeks or months at a time in Indochina. I have never heard of this place. Indochina? Indochina? Indochina. We'll call it that. Indochina and the USSR. In 1959, during a deep cover assignment in Laos, a fire at his family home in Arlington killed his father, wife, and son. However, due to the communications blackout of his mission, Carter did not learn of the tragedy until he returned in 1960. He alternates between blaming himself and the agency for the tragedy. This, as much as anything else, led to a drinking problem. Following a string of disciplinary charges in December of 1960, William Carter was reassigned to domestic operations only. Continued problems led to a further demotion to administrative duties in June of 1961. Director's addendum. Marin, this one's aggressive, temperamental, and defensive, but he gets the job done. I don't recommend him, but the Bureau's our department. If you insist on him, I don't recommend a long-term position. The man used to be a hero, but now he's busy destroying himself. He's not useful for much anything more, except as an expendable asset. Whoa! Hoover! That's cruel, bro. Whatever, let's go, Nico.
Lights. We are at war, and not the one we were expecting. Groom Range, 2100 hours. Survivors, 6. In just a few minutes, our enemy managed to destroy the primary Strategic Command Center. By 2130, Strategic Command itself ceased to exist. Our combined military forces have been routed. The comms have gone dark. The red phone will not be ringing. And that is why, as of now, I, Myron Faulke, am assuming command of what's left of our nation's defenses. The Bureau was founded to coordinate resistance forces in the event of a complete and successful Soviet invasion. That mission remains the same, even if our enemy does not. We now face an opponent from beyond our world, whose identity is yet unknown. But make no mistake, this enemy has crippled us. They have technology decades beyond what we possess. We must make it our own. Their weapons will become our weapons, and when they do, we shall annihilate them. I give you new orders. Survive, adapt, win. Welcome to XCOM.
Oh, so cool. Except I'd like to say decades? More like centuries, bro.
No! No, I can help them. Let me help them!
Will. Carter. Hey, Will, wake up.
What?
Jesus, Carter. How is it you look worse than before you went to sleep?
You woke me up.
I'm fine. And you yelling for me to wake up doesn't help.
I wasn't the one yelling.
I was yelling.
What did I say?
Something about a fire. I don't know. I guess after the morning you had, it makes sense.
No, this wasn't about that. It wasn't about Groom Range.
Well, my guess is you're not the only one having nightmares after this morning. Head shrinking's gonna be a big business after this war. If there isn't after this war. Christ, that was dark. Anyway, Faulke's looking for you. Wants you in his office, ASAP.
What does Faulke want?
The old man say what he wanted with me?
Guess you don't know him all that well yet. The director doesn't tell anyone anything he doesn't think they need to know.
Okay. We sleep in the office?
I guess you can't really hold knocking off for a few against me. Seeing as how we seem to be in our office and our quarters.
Yeah, I guess some parts of the emergency plan leave something to be desired. Ah well, it'll be just like college, right?
Yeah, except I stayed in Mrs. Hawthorne's boarding house back in Terre Haute. Had my own bathroom and everything.
Wow, ain't you fancy?
Well, you could always just, like, find some pillows in the middle of an operation and take them back. Just saying.
Are you saying something about that radio?
Oh yeah. Cheap thing normally just pipes in the company elevator music, but it's been picking up some weird signal. Damned if I know what it is.
Don't we have more important issues to deal with?
Sure, that's why I haven't bothered with it. But if someone on the outside is able to broadcast through that jamming signal, well, it could be important.
Who would know more about this?
Check with Operator Chelsky. She's information officer for the Bureau. Keeps track of communications, arranges contacts, manages what the public hears. The whole deal.
Alright. Talk to you later.
I better go see what the old man wants.
See you later, Will.
Okay. So, hello radio, how's it going?
Message repeats. 250.
Better make a note of this and talk to one of the radio operators.
9.
You probably ought to run that by Operator Chelsky across the
Message
hall.
repeats.
Might be important.
250. November 8.
250 November 892. 250 November 892. Hey, lady! 250 November 892. Hi.
You the dispatcher?
A little more than that, Agent Carter. I'm Chief Information Officer with the Bureau.
Information officer, what does that mean?
I oversee the dispatchers, but in addition to that, I also manage our public communications and keep our profile low. And for now, my job is also keeping the public from knowing the scope of the threat.
Okay.
Because rioting mobs of civilians are the last thing we need right now.
Exactly. You and your
It's not
agents
that's
contain
not what I
enemies
wanted to
attacks,
say
and
at
my
all.
operators will keep the public panic level in check.
Right.
I'll try not to distract you too much.
As long as you have a good reason. What do you need, sir?
There's a radio thing.
Radio's been playing a strange broadcast. Any idea what it means?
I heard. It's probably an automated weather station nearby, but I suppose it might be instructions for picking up a weaker signal. A clever broadcaster could bypass the worst of the jamming that way.
It could be survivors. We could bring them in.
It's worth checking out. I'll have Operator Hughes run the radio while you give us the data.
First set the range to...
250
Set the range to 250.
Now the direction?
November.
Set the direction north.
And the frequency?
892. No. There's another 2. 375 155 892. Fuck me, I don't remember. 892.
Set the frequency to 892 megahertz.
Checking ultra-high frequency. Nothing. Wait. What is... It's survivors. They're trying to warn others of the attack.
Reply. Tell them they aren't alone. We'll do what we can to assist.
We'll dispatch someone to help, but we'll also have to make sure they stop broadcasting immediately. We can't risk that information spreading.
As long as they get rescued.
I did it! I did it! I got the radio signal right! 892. Oh, thank God. I forgot that last part there. Anything else?
Yes, sir?
How are we broadcasting?
Isn't the enemy jamming all communications?
Yes. Most broadcasting equipment is facing heavy interference, cutting effective range down to less than 5% of normal.
Then how are you...
Our equipment is significantly more robust. We're still communicating at approximately 90% of effective range. The best of the best, you know.
Okay.
What does the population know?
They're worried about the communications blackout, but our operatives in the major cities are keeping them in line.
Keeping them in line? You make it sound like they've declared martial law.
Nothing as heavy-handed as that. Just a series of emergency preparedness tests. They'll be tense, but orderly.
Alright, well, you know what? I'm gonna go talk to other people.
Thanks for the information.
Just doing my job.
Okay, what do we got over here? Intercepted transmission from Fort Detrick, MD. Someone's gonna correct me, and they're gonna be mad at me, too. Like, how dare you not know the abbreviations for all the states? Bah. Sir, enemy has overrun our... Inaudible. Casualties are high and we're having trouble mounting a counterattack. Coughing. Inaudible. The enemy was able to infiltrate and release our stores of... Coughing. Inaudible. Never had a chance. All staff are evacuated to... Static. Okay. Can we talk to these random dudes over here?
Headed with this. Just running it over to the armory.
I wasn't told about any deliveries.
In case you haven't noticed, things are a little hectic around here right now. There's a war on.
Sorry, Doc, but we're gonna have to hold you here while we check this with Central.
Central? Are you kidding me? Oh, that's right. I forgot. None of you people can think for yourselves.
Watch yourself, Doc. Lighthouse, point 1.
Point 1, go for Lighthouse.
Hey, I got one of the white coats here with a hazmat delivery for the QM. Says he had it scheduled, but I don't have any transfers on my dock.
Stand by. I'll check the logs.
I really don't have time for this. We don't have time for this. Every moment is vital to our success.
Sorry, Doc. We got orders.
At least they're thorough. Good job, men. You keep it up, even if it's annoying to the civilian. Or, well, doctor. Civilian. You gotta be civilian. Okay. Where the hell am I going? Do I go up here? I'd probably go up the stairs. Yeah, I'd probably go up the stairs. Alright. We ascend and go talk to folks. Yeah, that's what we have to do.